Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Just Doing Shell, and I wanted to show you guys real quick. I don't think I've done a real video in a little bit, so I want to do a quick video. I'm not getting as many views on my videos, but I get a lot of views on my shorts, and not those kind of shorts, okay? My shorts in YouTube. Trust me, we don't want to see me in shorts. I'm just saying. All right, so back to what we were talking about. Right here is where my leak is. So to all of you that were asking about the windshield, I kind of knew it wasn't the windshield, but I wasn't sure. It could have been the windshield. I don't know. But I didn't think so because of that seal in the back, and I didn't replace it, and I forgot about it. So now I want you guys to see what happens when you don't make sure the seals in your truck or your car, your RV, whatever it is you're doing. Trust me, it's cheaper to fix it than to let the damage continue and have to rip out everything and replace it. I don't want to do it. I've put too much money in this truck right now. I need to get on the road. Period. I want on the road. I need to get doing what I need to do to move on from here. And I've got a lot of miles to travel. Just saying. I'm not talking. Just wait till I get on the road. You guys will see when I get on the road who I am and what I'm talking about. I'm just going through a hard time. And the difference is that all of you that have been following me along, whether you love me or hate me, you're going to see that I am going to succeed at this. And I have a really, really good friend. About 6 years ago, I used to tell her all the time, like, well, even longer, about 10 years, I would say, yeah, it'll be, God, I can't even believe that. I used to tell her this like 8-9 years ago. I'd count down to how many years it was until my kids turned 18, graduated, went to college, and I could travel. No joke. I am doing exactly what I told my friend I wanted to do. Just a little bit different than what I had planned, because I did what I was supposed to do. You all know the story of the last 2 years. Just saying. And I'm getting there. So a lot of it is I start getting frustrated when I don't have it set up right. I don't have the space. I don't have the cubbies. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to build them. This is awkward. It killed me just putting those 2 screws in to run that wire across to hang up the mosquito net, which I'm glad I did, because let me tell you something, it works. Before I put that net in here, there was all kinds of bugs flying in. I was dealing with that all the time. And I put that black, it's just screen. I folded it over. I sewed like a place for the wire to run through. So like you would a curtain. And then I run the wire through it. And then I attached it to a screw over here. And I can show you what I did. It's really simple. But if you don't know what to do, then that might help somebody. You know, somebody like me. Maybe you're not as good at building, or you don't know how to hook it on or whatever. You don't have bungee cords, but you know, somebody's got some wire. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. And there's people out there that will help you. And sometimes you just got to keep asking, and you got to keep watching a lot of videos. I do call YouTube my YouTube university, because if I want to know something, I may have to watch a lot of people, but I can find it. And again, it's like finding somebody that you can learn from, because not everybody learns the same way. Not everybody wants to hear my voice. My own family's tired of hearing my voice. My grandkids get tired of hearing my voice. You probably get tired of hearing my voice. You get to turn me off. They don't. I'm just saying. They love me, and I'm glad my family loves me, and they're learning. And sometimes I don't really like them either, to be honest. Jeez, it's like you have to start realizing that you weren't created to sit on top of everybody and just do whatever they want you to do. You've got to do what you want to do to fulfill your plan and purpose, because everybody has a plan and purpose. Everybody, and you get to choose which direction you're going to go. Because I honestly believe that we each have a path we can follow. And some people don't choose the right path. And I know a lot of times I didn't. And the consequences of it don't just go away when you decide you want to change. You have to walk it out. You plant seeds, you harvest. And that's what happens. You have to harvest whatever seed you're planting. And trust me when I say to you, it is not easy. It's not easy. Get a mentor. Get someone you trust. You don't need to tell everybody. You don't need to puke on YouTube or anywhere else. Just find some people that you can trust and talk to that can help you, and that they're not going to degrade you and belittle you if you make a mistake. It's that simple. But finding someone like that is not so simple. So I've been pretty blessed, and the only thing that they asked of me is to pay it forward. So that's what I'm doing today. So back to my leak. My leak is right here. It's right there. All the way across. This was last night, and it's because I went out there and started messing with stuff. My tarp was blowing all over the place. It got pretty gusty last night. So I went out there and I was messing around and getting water off the top to make sure. Well, by doing that, I caused it to come in. And I had gone up to work on some of my things, boxes, and when I came back, I was sitting here with Stokely, and I just happened to look over, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and it was like about here. And then pretty soon, it had gotten out to here, because it just starts drawing it, and I'm pretty sure there's probably water sitting in here, and when I drive, it's going to do the same thing it did as soon as I pull out, and I get tipped down this hill, because I'm kind of on a hill. Once I get on that hill, that water is going to go right up here. So those are the things that I'm learning doing this, is that I got to keep the water out. That is important. I know it's important. I've dealt with mold and mildew since I've been living here, and it's definitely not something you want to deal with. And trying to live in it, I'll be sick. I won't be able to stay in here. So right here, right in here, and if I pushed on that, probably more water will like ooze in, because I think it just is getting down in this part. What I'm scared of is that, you know, like my stuff here was going to get wet. I had my dolls and everything I've made was sitting here, and I'm like, oh, that could have been bad, really bad. So this is why you want to make sure when you're, and that was kind of why I didn't put stuff in the window yet. I've got the reflector center right now, but I got this curtain up because I'm notorious for putting things back here. My jackeries back here. Those are the things that you got to think about. You guys saw the condensation on the window. Okay, it's like almost 11 o'clock, and there's still quite a bit of condensation. Once I open those up, take the reflectix off, then I'm okay. So what I'm going to do right now, because it's not raining. Oh, there's my cat acting crazy again. He's running across the yard. I am going to get those boots on and get outside, get on top up there, and see what it's going to take to get that trim in, and figure out if I can maybe back the truck in a little bit more to this barn to kind of cover that part, because it's supposed to do this all week. It's going to snow. You guys, I have to get this figured out. I am like panicking in a way, but I'm not. I just, at this point, I'm like, I think I'm just so numb from everything that at this point, it's just like, I'm not really planning. I'm taking one day. What am I going to do today? Ma Vader had asked me, like, what's your routine? What's your schedule? And it's like, I laugh because I'm like, I don't have a routine. Well, I do. I get up. I make coffee with Sasquatch. We have coffee. And then I catch up on my news. I do like the news, and I follow different stories about it, different situations, so that I can get kind of a broad view of what's going on. And then I just kind of go, okay, what's the truth? You know, I'm constantly asking for what is truth. And when you ask, it'll be there. You'll see the truth. And sometimes it's not good, and sometimes it's good. You have to just accept it. Either way. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to get outside. It's still cold, and it looks like it's about to pour down again. So I got to hop out here real quick and then get my stuff done. And be watching for me, you guys, on videos. I'm going to start getting better about doing the videos. It's just, I felt like I didn't really have anything to show, and, you know, I don't want to bore you guys to death, but I need to get back into it again. I appreciate everyone that's new, and, that you're signing up and watching, and, I do goof around a lot. I like to goof around. It helps with the monotony of what I'm doing, but it also helps me to, you know, just kind of be creative and be goofy and be silly and do whatever I want to do. And the people that are getting to know me know when I'm being sarcastic and I'm making jokes. And, you know, if you don't know me, you won't know that I'm doing it unless you start to watch me, and then you'll figure it out. But it's just fun to me. I like to tease and carry on, and kind of breaks the seriousness sometimes of it. Or I just sit. Last night I almost wanted to just sit and cry. My shoulder and my ribs, like, I right back there up into my shoulder and in my neck right here, right there, all the way down into my chest. It's spasming so bad. And I think that was from picking up boxes, and I have to be super careful lifting and twisting. That's why it's been super hard for me to work in any job where I have to lift up crates. I need to find something that I don't have to do that. Right now my fingers are numb all the way to here. This one is numb. I can barely feel that. This one I can feel, but not so much. All the way down my wrist to my fingers. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hurting. And I have to go get, getting ready to get some more injections into my hips. Hopefully, because that's usually what starts all this stuff. It's my hips. Everything gets out of whack. And then I'm hurting. And right now I don't have time. I don't have time to be sick. And I don't have time to hurt. And my kids have all been sick. My grandkids sick. Yeah, I've like, please, Lord, don't let me get sick. Because you all remember, if you watched me last year when I had COVID, I thought I was going to die. I'm like, God, please. I'm like, I don't want to die. I did not want to die like that. Jeez, good grief. Like, let me go out at least for something good. All right, you guys, I'm going to get busy. I love you. Thanks for watching. And I will, I'll follow up with you guys on the leak. When I start to try to repair it, I'll do a video where I show you what I do, so that if there's anybody else out there but you're not sure, then maybe it'll help you, and hopefully I can get it done. This is not the state to live in to have a leak. Just saying. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves, be kind, and remember that everybody's going through something. So whether you like them or not, you don't have to be super nice. Just be kind and, you know, walk away. You don't need to make shit worse. Bottom line. Toodaloo.